In the winters of Elizabethan England, when the temperatures were cold enough, large bodies of water, like lakes and even the River Thames, would completely freeze over, offering everyone from the peasants to the monarchy an opportunity to get out and skate on the ice. Period paintings show us people skating, falling, sledding, and even some people who are drawn putting on their skates on the riverbank before they go out onto the ice from the 16th and 17th century. This week, we decided to take a look at these skates from Shakespeare's lifetime and to find out exactly what they were made of and how they were constructed. Let's find out right now on That Shakespeare Life. I wondered about what exactly these Elizabethans in these paintings were using for ice skates. What were they made out of? Were they attached to their shoes? Were they separate ice skates? I wasn't sure. So to find out, I sat down with Tomas Masar, an historian from the Department of Germanic Studies and the Faculty of Arts at Charles University in Prague. He wrote an entire chapter on early modern sports and leisure, including details on ice skating from the early modern period. And I felt like he was the perfect person to answer this question about what ice skates were like for Shakespeare's lifetime. Here's what he had to say.
Historians are pretty much sure that the first skates were made of bones, usually from like horse bones, this like horse legs or ribs. It can be also from like deers, oxes, sheep. Uh, Actually, there are some theories that even the name of skate is coming from like either Old German or Old Dutch, from words like schenkel, which should mean the leg bone of animal. So most of the like earliest skates we know are made of bones. There
When
may be some sorry, there may be some made of wood as well, but I guess that the earliest or the oldest ones are from bones.
when did skates start to be made from metal or iron? Would there have been any metal or iron ones from Shakespeare's lifetime, or was that much later?
Uh, Actually, it was already earlier in like 13th, 14th century in Dutch countries, in Netherlands, Flanders. They started to add some like metal blades to the skates, and this changed very much the way how they were skating, because with the old like bone skates, they usually were kind of like gliding on the ice, and they needed some like stick or pole to push themselves to move. With the blades, the like metal blades, they managed to skate without those poles, without sticks. They usually The technique was almost the same we use nowadays. Sometimes it's called Dutch roll, the movement, and it was much easier to move, and for people who know how to skate with those blades, it was quite efficient.
To find out more about the history of ice skating, including sports played on the ice, homemade ice rinks, and whether or not Elizabethans would have gone skiing in the snow, you will enjoy our entire conversation with Tomas on the podcast, available right now at CassidyCash.com/episode 350. That's CassidyCash.com/EP350. While you're there, if you'd like to access bonus visual history related to our conversation, including museum artifacts, contemporary manuals, and period illustrations related to the history of ice skates that you can look at while you're listening to our conversation, make sure to sign in or log in if you're already a patron of our show using the detailed show notes button on the podcast page, and all of these extras will expand right there on the website. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Cassidy Cash, and I hope you learned something new about the Bard. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.